So you just had a blowout or a flat tire or something. It happens. The most important thing is just remain calm. Everything's fixable. Hopefully you have a spare tire. Most new cars do, but put your blinkers on and pull over somewhere safe. If you have something like a bright color, put that on too, especially at night, something with reflective coating. Doesn't hurt to pick up one of these and throw it in your trunk somewhere just in case. Step two, important, chock your wheels. I didn't have a chock in my car. A chock stops it from rolling forward when it's jacked up. You can even use your spare tire once you pull that off. We'll show you how to do that too. Step three, get the tools in the tire jack. Just about every car has a tire jack in it. If you take some time before this happens and learn where this is and actually practice on how to use it, it's not really hard and you don't have to have a lot of strength. Women can do this as well. Here's all the parts came in my F-150. You have to assemble the jack. They just snap right into place and it's really not that hard to do. Break the lock on the wheel nuts before you jack it up. Once you jack it up, you won't have leverage. So break the seals on this thing. You can even sit on it. I've seen some people put their legs on it, step on it, just break that lock because they might be pretty tight from the factory. And then it's time to jack it up. Once you've got it chocked in the front, it's not going anywhere, you have to lower the spare. This is an F-150, and this is really awkward because you have to put this thing in at an angle in order to lower the pulley that's holding the spare tire up there. So you gotta put it in. You gotta like wiggle it in. I had to climb underneath the car to see which angle it is. You can see it's almost like a 40-degree angle. It was really weird. And then I could lower my spare tire down. Fortunately, this is almost a full-size spare tire. So that's a good thing. But you probably have a donut. You may have it in your trunk. It may be located somewhere else. Again, look in your owner's manual or watch a video on how to do this before it happens. But stay calm. So this is the pulley. I had to lower it down a little bit more to get this piece out. This actually holds the tire into place underneath my truck. You may have something similar, or you might have a spare in the trunk or somewhere. But again, figure out where it is so you don't panic. So take that out. Now I'm going to raise the jack up a little bit. Now you can't just jack it up anywhere. You may have to look in your owner's manual or ask your dealer where the safe place is. This one's right under the right side of the axle. I couldn't get the jack high enough to actually hit the frame, so this looked like the most secure place. Don't put it underneath your transmission, which is like the oval thing under there, and then use this thing and jack it up. And again, you don't have to have a lot of strength. This is all leverage, and you just lift it up. You don't have to go up too high, just about an inch or so that you can remove that tire and put the spare on there. And then you will be good to go. So it takes just a couple of seconds to jack this up. And you'd be surprised how much energy, how much power you have. You feel real strong because you can lift a car. But don't panic. It's pretty easy. So get it up. You got about an inch or two underneath that tire. You don't have to go up too high. And then you're going to loosen the rest of the nuts. You can use your jack, the tool that comes with it. There's a wrench in there, and loosen them up. Now the next step, put the spare on. You're going to take your blown out tire or flat tire off. And this does require a little strength. It's a little easier to pull it off because gravity will give you that assist, and just roll that off to the side. You can use this as a chock in front of your car if you don't have one or you don't have a makeshift. I use this stick and a rock. And see that blowout? That's pretty nasty, right? This tire is going to have to be replaced. And here is my spare. This is the most difficult part. You have to lift it up. You're going to need a little bit of strength. You can actually put your feet under there, but hopefully you're wearing sneakers. It can be kind of heavy, and just leverage that up somehow and get that on the bolts. And once you get it on, just tighten two of them on there, one on the top, one on the bottom, so it doesn't start coming off on you. And then you can put all the bolts on. You can just make them finger tight at this point. We're going to tighten them all up once the jack is lowered. Now we're going to lower the jack. We've got our spare on there. It's not super tight at this point. We've got our nuts on our bolts, and we're going to pull that out like that. It's a nice little trick so you don't have to go under there. Now we're going to tighten those up as tight as we can. Remember, it's always righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So you're going to go towards the right to tighten them, towards the left to loosen them. I'm surprised how many people don't know that. And each one of these needs to be pretty darn tight. And then remember to pull up your pulley cable, otherwise it's going to drag on the ground and ruin it, and somebody's going to yell at you. You don't want to do that. Step 9, just drive carefully. Stay under the speed limit. It's usually good to stay under 50, 60 miles an hour. And go get your tire replaced or repaired if it's repairable. This was a blowout. Anything on the side is going to have to be replaced. So get that done as soon as possible so you can put your spare back if you have it in the event something else happens, because you never know. Could you have two flats and then you got to call a tow truck. But stay calm. You got this.